And so I would say referral. Also, you want to look for somebody that does everything in the light. You want to stay away from anybody that's sort of dark. The darkness will be things like if they want to do something that put a curse, voodoo, dark magic, you know, the darkness. You want to stay in the light. But I would say referral and follow. Everybody's intuitive, so follow your own intuition about it. If you don't feel comfortable with that person, then you know what? Don't sit down. Don't sit down. Listen to your intuition.
What is your opinion about the psychics that they told you, oh, you can take a course in you or your family? Is such a thing like a course in the people?
Well, no. There is not such thing as a curse. However, we as souls, we manifest into human form, and I'll get into that more in a moment too. We manifest into human form to learn lessons. We come to this earth for very rapid evolution. We're only here for 7, 8, 9 decades, however long we're here, and we have to learn lessons and we have to evolve. Because it's important to learn lessons, a group of souls will gravitate towards each other if they all have that same lesson. So people talk about, for instance, let's just say the Kennedy family. People talk about the Kennedy curse, being assassinated, dying young, just all the different problems that the Kennedy family, you know, has been through. Well, there's no such thing as the Kennedy curse. It says all those souls had that lesson to learn, and that was their evolution, and they helped each other. They helped each other learn their own lessons by watching other family members go through it. So you want to stay away from anything that has to do with, you know, if somebody says, I can remove this curse, and they usually ask for a huge sum of money. And so you want to be very careful about that. And because, in my opinion, there's no such thing.
Oh, wonderful. What else you do, Candy?
Well, I teach meditation, and meditation is helpful because, again, if you go inward, if you just let go of the day-to-day stress, take that deep breath, go inward, you can find answers within yourself. You know the story of Aladdin's lamp? And, you know, and he rubbed the lamp and this genie appeared. What the genie is, it's our internal genius. We have the ability to grant our own wishes. We all have a genius, a genius that lives inside of us. And so meditation is kind of like rubbing that lamp to allow that inner genie to come out. So I teach people how to meditate. I lead people in meditation groups. I do energy healing. And with energy healing, it's not so much that you come to me with an illness, an ailment, and you walk out without it. You can get to the source of it, and that helps heal it. And sometimes the energy healing is just about being at peace. When we let go of the resistance, the steps to illness, it starts with resistance. We don't like our boss. We don't like the traffic. We're mad at our spouse. Whatever it is, we have a resistance. When we push against something, it causes stress. That's the origin of stress is resistance. We're pushing. It's our life, and we're pushing away from it. And so when you just embrace it and you accept it, and you honor it, and then you can start to change it. But resistance causes stress, and stress causes illness. So when you let go, when you can get to the source of the stress, the source of the resistance, the body will start to heal. Those are the things that I do. Most people love the tarot, love the palm, love the you know, they want answers. Everybody wants answers, and we get them. We get them through the different things that I do.
What did you see for this year, the 2010?
2010, I feel, is going to be an interesting year. I feel that there will be more strange weather patterns that we've been seeing.
Like what? Snow in California? I mean,
well, I think all over. But yeah, we're going to see more strange weather. We're going to see more earthquakes.
Wow.
I get the feeling also that there will be a lot of what we call icons in our society, kind of leaving the earth. You know, people that, and some of them are, you know, they're older and it's time for them to leave. But I get that feeling that people that that we look up to and stuff like that, I feel that there will be some important people that we care about leaving the earth. And I see the economy, I feel like it's going to take a rise. I feel like we have one more dip, and then it levels out. So I think we're not completely finished with the roller coaster.
The light, too much light in the studio.
But I don't think we're completely finished with the roller coaster of the economy yet either. And so I think it's going to be an interesting year.
Things will be improved, at least a little?
By the end of the year, I think things are going to be better. But I think the 2010, I think, is still a little bit of, like I said, we're going to have some ups and downs and some interesting weather and just some interesting things on the news. I do see more earthquakes coming in around the world.
Something good?
Well, it's always good. It's always good because you know, we're here.
Yeah.
We're here, and as long as we are here, we are growing and we're learning and we're teaching each other. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like the year is going to end on a very, very high note.
What do you see for California?
California, I feel that it's going to go through a huge, huge change. I think that we're going to turn the clock back to the early 1960s as far as the government and how the government is run. I think we're going to go back to a part-time government. I think we're going to turn the clock back and kind of start over. And I think there's going to be a lot of accountability in California government, because this is the most beautiful state. It's a wonderful state, and unfortunately, it's you know, the economy and the different things that have happened in California are running it into the ground. So I think we're going to, like I said, turn the clock back, and we're going to all take a deep breath, and we're going to start over. And I think California is going to be very, very strong by the end of this year, and especially as we get into 2011.
In better shape, I hope.
I think we're going to be in better shape. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Coming back to your work like a psychic, what is the more strange question that the people ask you?
The strange question that people ask? Well, I don't know if this is answering the question, if this is a strange question, but the way I'm a little bit different from other psychics or other intuitive workers is that when people come to me and they say that they want to become more spiritual, I say you already are. You already are spiritual. You are a spiritual being having the human experience. What we are doing here on earth is learning how to be human. Being human is very, very difficult. Just merging onto the 405 freeway, we experience about 2 or 3 emotions. We have fear, we have anger, we have confusion. Sometimes we don't know what direction we're going. And so becoming human is why we're here. We have a lot of emotions, we have a lot of difficulties, and so that's kind of how I differ a little bit from other psychics. Is I believe that we already know that we're spiritual beings, but what we don't know about ourselves is that we're here to have a human experience. We're not human beings looking for a spiritual experience. But I think I don't know if it's a strange question, but people are very basic. They want to know about their family. They want to know about their children, their spouse, jobs, their future, their health. A lot of concern about, because people are living longer, and so people have elderly parents now. And so a lot of the people that come and see me want to know about the health of their parents. And where, you know, 40, 50 years ago, people don't live as long as they live now. And so we have new concerns about raising our children at the same time, watching our parents get old. But people ask very basic, very basic questions, you know. And the other thing is is that sometimes we're not supposed to know. Sometimes life has to just be a mystery. We don't get to know everything. I tell people, if I had the ability to know everything, I probably